We're back. Yeah, so some shit went down. But let's talk about the shit that's about to go down with Rill.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you the queen, and you see these people approaching from the distance, and the queen is she looks over her shoulder, and when you turn, there's suddenly like a mass of people like entering through this gap in the wall. You have no fucking clue where they came from. But they've emerged and they're following the queen into this like beautiful green like wilderness that is Central Park. What do you do as you see these two forces mass up and get ready to enter conflict?
I immediately locate my shopping cart.
Oh yeah, it's
Got
there.
some stuff in there, and then I'm gonna wheel it over to a nearby tree, and I'm gonna take a seat and see how things shake out a little bit before I start lighting people on fire. This could be my great performance.
That seems like a very real thing to do. In fact, our game started with you just like zoning out, laying on a rooftop. So
yeah,
we've returned to our origins.
Yep, to the tree.
And like you hear this like tinny roar from the night as he like raises a fist to the sky, and like all of the people that are following the queen charge forward, and you see this coming from the other direction. You see this group of people, question marks. Some of them have like beaks affixed to their faces. Some of them have like one arm, one wing. They look like hybrid bird people, but not in any sort of aesthetically pleasing way. They remind you a lot of Booty in her scarier moments. Um, and in fact, you may even be able to recognize some of Booty's like finer work on some of these people as they like rush forward, and you can hear like you hear these terrible grinding noises. And to you, these are fairly new because you used to hear beautiful music, but now you just hear like these awful noises as they approach. And then like gunshots. Nobody wants those. Gunshots. God damn it, gunshots. Gunshots start to pop off as the two sides begin like shooting at each other. And the queen looks to you and she says, "Stay safe, Rill. I wouldn't want anything horrible to happen to you."
Thanks. You too.
And she nods and she says, "I will hang back and keep an eye on you. Make sure that you stay."
Who are those bird people?
And she scowls. The screenheads. Their truest form.
What's that? What does that mean?
They've been operating the screens in this city for years. And the sirens and the non-stop news reports, they were behind that. But instrumental in helping me disrupt their broadcasting. And now we can finally take over this space from them.
They don't want the city burned down, but we want to burn it down.
Of course not. No, we want the city to become truly ours.
Huh? A what? Say what? You want what? You want the city? What?
Yes. Don't you?
Well, I was thinking of remodeling the city. I think that before we have the city, we've got to burn the city down. You see what I'm saying? We have to burn it down to build it up. We can't just, the way it is now, we have to burn it. We have to burn it first. And then, after it's burnt, totally agree with you.
And she's like doing the like nodding, shaking,
build up the new buildings,
head thing. She's like,
but first, we gotta burn it down. We gotta clear it out. We gotta start it over.
Artists, I understand Some things, yes, need to be changed. I think I'm following your metaphor. She nods.
Metaphor. Yeah, metaphor.
What you can reconstruct or change the city to your liking. I mean, there is no one I can think of who could create something more beautiful than what you can create.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm more about the deconstructing, but I'm sure we can find someone to help you with the reconstructing part of that.
She nods. She says, in the old days, there was a theory of artistic thought relating to deconstruction. I can see what I can find from that, if that's what you're speaking about.
Sure, that sounds nice. I'm thinking about whether it will tell me how to burn things down better, or if it doesn't, I will simply burn it.
That's fair. So yeah, there's the war or the battle is happening in the distance, and then beyond it, you hear, how to describe it? You hear a ripping sound, but like a almost like more than you hear it, you feel it. Like in your mind, you feel like this like ripping thing as like reality begins to distort in the distance, and something back there, something's happening back there behind where the battle is occurring.
Okay.
I mean, if you would like to know more, there are things you could do, but that's what I can tell you.
I will open my brain to find out more.
Okay. So you basically just want to know what the fuck is going on.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
You see, like, you like close your eyes and you're like trying to like project yourself into that place, and you see a screen, like a giant like drive through, or not, drive-in theater screen, like massive, and this gargantuan like blood-soaked bird falls through it as if pushed, and it lands heavily on the ground, and it stands up and looks at the screen, grabs like the upper corner of it, and like peels reality back, and like there's like an extending like wall of static behind where it begins to tear away the world, and like each time it tears at that, you feel that like terrible like teeth grinding, like ripping sensation, and this bird just like reaches up and like begins to peel back layers of the world.
Whoa. Whoa.
That's what's happening. I'm sorry.
That's That's terrifying. It sounds like something that fire could fix. That's super scary, but it sounds like in order to be allowed to burn down the city, which is my ultimate goal, I have to make sure that these people in this park die first, and then I got to deal with this bird ripping away reality. So what's happening with the fight?
People are hurting each other.
Yeah.
I mean, it just kind of started, so there's not like a clear victor. You could influence it one way or the other if you so desired.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna light some stuff, some Molotov cocktails, and toss them over just to give us a little bit of an advantage.
Okay, so that is going to be a seize by force, because they are going to shoot at you if you begin to lob bombs at them. All right. Oh, there's a person in the tree. That's fine. Whatever. Oh, there's a person in the tree throwing bombs. Okay, we need to shoot her. So you succeed partially. And
That is
that
not
means there's so many things on my one little screen. No, go away. Oh my god, battle moves. There we go. So on a 7 to 9, choose 2. And whatever you don't choose, doesn't, like, that's going to be a problem. So choose 2 of the following. You inflict terrible harm. You suffer little harm. You take definite and undeniable control of it, being the battle. You impress, dismay, or frighten your enemy.
I think inflict harm and suffer little harm.
Okay, so you inflict terrible harm, and you suffer little harm. I think you get winged by a shot. So instead of taking 2 harm, you're going to take 1. So roll me a 2d6 plus 1 to start.
Okay.
Oh, well. Well. Well.
Oh no!
Well.
What is that? How many is that?
I mean, you take 1 harm. I think you actually. Oh goodness. Ugh. Ugh. I think you. I think you fall out of the tree. And you fall unconscious. Yeah. I think you're gonna get winged and fall out of the tree.
So I go from 9 harm to 10 harm.
Were you at 9 before? Hello?
Yeah.
You were? So yeah, you go from 9 to 10. You fall out of this tree. You will continue to get worse and die if you're not treated. And I think before you like pass out from the fall and like being winged with a bullet, you see that you do inflict terrible harm, but it's indiscriminate. You just like blow up like everybody.
Fuck.
And there's just like mass chaos, and like the queen's people and the screen heads, everybody all blowed up. You're shot and you fall out of the tree and you hit the ground pretty hard. And this terrible ripping continues in the distance.
My God. All right.
And some time is going to pass. Time will pass. Let's start with Granny Gucci, whom we haven't seen in a while. I think we see like you're driving through this what used to be the subdivision.
Yeah.
You see like middleman with like a pickaxe, and she's like breaking up concrete and turning it over to expose dirt. And when we like look past her and see like blocks and blocks of people in Oler's gang doing this, as they till what used to be the subdivision. Describe baby to us, Granny Goose, and tell us a bit about who you are now.
So, I am now a driver. And the first most notable thing that you're going to see is her old car, Baby, which was a Honda Accord. It's still a Honda Accord, but it has definitely changed some. It's now got like spikes and plates of armor bolted to it in odd ways, and it's much, much louder than it used to be, announcing her arrival as she comes into the area. And it's very clear that it is much more responsive than it used to be, driving through this beat up neighborhood. And at the wheel, Graniguchi, she's now wearing a pair of goggles, and instead of her knit, what do you call it?
Shawl?
Her knit shawl that was slightly glowing, made out of fiber optics. She's wearing a leather jacket. She is no longer off nor right, and she can no longer read things with things speak. And she's given up her workshop. All of her worldly possessions are in the back of her trunk or bolted on. Like, you can, if you'd been paying attention, you could see like various traps that used to be set up around the junkyard are now bolted to the outside of the car. I gained Daredevil and Combat Driver, and am keeping Fuck This Shit, Bone Feel, and Deep Insights, which upped my weirdness. That's a little bit about who Graniguchi is now.
Yeah, and we see you like driving through what's becoming this farmland. And in the distance, we see Oler, and I think Booty is standing there with you. Oler, are you still as we knew you?
It's, you know, I'm going to jump on this bandwagon where everyone's changing character types. I'm going to change it to a different character type. I'm going to be the show. So the details of this will, I still look the same. My look hasn't changed, which is to say my look is ever changing.
Yes.
And I think we just see Oler with like all the like blood-soaked feathers and stuff that Booty was horking up in my little hideout. And I'm like clutching them and a bunch of other, you know, similar weird like Maelstrom Wolf leftover bits. And I'm like laying them out on the ground in some arrangement, trying to like make something out of them, and hanging out with Booty, whom I kind of repaired slightly.
Yeah, Booty, tell us about yourself. The new Booty.
The new Boo, released from my passions of doctorness, I am now a brainer. So I'm no longer an angel, I'm a brainer. And to give you a quick idea of what the brainer is, oh God, I just had the page and then I lost it. It's because I filled out my character sheet. I was good. Somewhere. Where is it? Where is it? No! Yes! Okay. Nope, I was wrong. I didn't find it. Oh my God, I have failed massively. Wait, I did find it. I found it. I'm so sorry. Okay.
This has been a thrilling tale.
I know. I'm the best at telling stories. God damn it. I'm like scrolling up so I don't lose it. God damn it. It's right. It's almost there. It's almost there. It's almost there. Nope, not the chopper. Don't want the
You're
chopper.
so close.
I know, I'm so close. Aha! Brainer. Okay. So, brainers are the weird psycho-psychic mindfucks of the apocalypse world. They have brain control, puppet strings, creepy hearts, dead souls, and eyes like broken things. They stand in your peripheral vision and whisper into your head, staring. They clamp lenses over your eyes and read your secrets. They're just the sort of tasteful accoutrement that no well-appointed hardhold can do without. So I chose some pretty exciting moves because I get to choose 2 brainer moves on top of the basic moves. Mm-hmm. So I have the deep brain scan, which is that when I have time and physical intimacy with someone, mutual intimacy, like holding them in my arms, or one-sided intimacy, like they're restrained to a table, I can read them more deeply than normal on a weird roll. And I get to ask cool questions. The other move I have is direct brain whisper projection. So I can basically have the effects of going aggro without going aggro. So my victim has to be able to see me, but I don't have to interact. And if the victim forces my hand, then my mind counts as a weapon. So I can do up to 1 harm. So I basically look the same. So it's like human face, dino suit. I no longer have my amazing doctor tag, which is like sad, but I know who I am now. And I liked what Andrew said earlier about like the dino suit ending at like mid-thigh and these massive metal crow legs protruding from the dino suit at the bottom there. So I don't know, I'm mostly weird.
I like that the character that started the creepiest somehow managed to become like fucking creepier.
Yeah, like I'm even more creepy now.
Good job. It's like, oh, you're no
Yay.
longer a wolf of the maelstrom. You're like, but I'm this other fucked up shit.
Yeah. Because that like really fucked me up.
I mean,
So
yeah,
it makes sense.
Booty done seen some shit. You know,
Yeah.
I'm not mad. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
It's
And if you
remarkable.
want to know, I have an ambiguous sweet face, deep eyes, so they're like really dark with dark heavy swirls in the center, so they're kind of out of focus all the time, and a hella awkward body. Obviously.
That's true. That is true.
Super true.
So, I have a question about the show because I have not played with this before.
Yeah, the show's real weird.
Who holds your leash? What's that about?
I get to pick a person and they hold my leash and they're responsible for everything that I do and nothing is my fault ever and they have to deal with all the consequences. Like literally they have to pay for my lifestyle and like when I play music and get paid, it's the person who holds my leash gets paid. And there's some other weirdness like that. And then I have a move where when I do a thing that I don't always do, I ask the person who holds my leash, do I think you'd be cool with this? Or sorry, I ask them, do I think you'd be cool with this? Yeah. And if I do think that they would be cool with it, then no problems. If I don't think they would be cool with it, I can do it anyways. But I have to make a roll, and if I pull it off, then great. If not, it goes badly.
Yeah. So, your
to me.
leash holder, is that like a fixed person?
It changes. Yeah, like if they, let's see, on a miss, they don't hold your leash anymore. Choose someone else to hold it. So as part of that move, it can like migrate around if I screw it up.
Got it. So that's something it sounds like we can talk about.
I think at the start of next session.
Yeah. We'll find out.
I don't want to dwell on it right now.
Yeah, that's fair. So yeah, Oler and Booty are overlooking the tilling of the subdivision as Granny Gucci pulls up in her new souped up deadly Honda Accord.
So deadly.
But it is though. And Granny Gucci, like what brings you to them?
I think she realizes that it's time to move on. And so she's like coming here to like she needs to get out of this area. That's part of why she became a driver. She wants to like go somewhere other than the city. And so I think she's coming here to ask them, like, you know, someone has to do what Square was doing, you know, and go from settlement to settlement and bring stuff. And so she's going to try to do that because we need to, you got your stuff going on here, but there's more to life than that. So she's coming by to like ask who wants to come, basically. So like I figure like she pulls up in her car and she like honks the horn, which like plays La Cucaracha now.
As you do.
because
As you do.
it's what happens. And to kind of like announce her presence, and then she like gets out of the car and she starts like waving at Oler and Booty. And it's like, oh, Oler, Booty, now you had a moment to talk.
I kind of look at Oler and I'm like, didn't she want me dead?
I think it's okay because I fixed you now, and I'm like laying out all these feathers in like very precise rows in the dirt and like messing around with some weird scavenged electronics. I think I've like gutted most of the smartphones and like pulled them apart, and they're all like arrayed in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I want to trust you. So if you say we can trust her, I guess I'll follow you.
I mean, yeah, it's Granny. I thought you liked Granny anyways. And I'm like still just carefully laying out these feathers.
I mean, I thought I did too, but I also thought that she liked me, and she kind of let you like murder me. I already knew what you thought about me, but I did not know how Granny felt about me. And you gotta think about this. Like, this is someone who I was intimate with, and she was like, "I'm gonna murder you."
Yeah, I think that's like about the time that Granny Gucci like actually gets up to you guys, and she's like, I was scared. There was something wrong with you before.
And there's not now.
No.
Fair.
And Oler's just like, nah, I fixed her. It's okay.
Yeah, and Granny Gucci nods, completely trusting Oler.
Just like the queen fixed Rill. It's not that hard. They say, eliding an entire like fucked up thing that happened. But, like,
it's not that hard. Don't worry about it. Yeah, totally. Yeah, and so Granny Gucci just nods and says, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Booty, for what I did, for what I said, but you needed to be fixed, and I couldn't do it.
Who gets to decide what I need? And I kind of just like turn and walk further away and let you and Oler talk.
Yeah, and I think Gucci like looks at Oler and is like, I don't know what to do with her.
why do you have to do something with her, Granny?
Well, never mind. Do you remember what Square used to do? Traveling from settlement to settlement.
I mostly remember the fire, Oler says, while still like laying all this stuff.
Yeah. Gucci just kind of nods.
Xylophone looking thing with all these like smartphones connecting into it. It's weird. And there's like a box with wires coming out of it.
Of course. Yeah, and Gucci just kind of like looks at whatever you're doing and just like nods like, of course. And so she's like, I'm going to go to some civilization further than the city. I wanted to know if you wanted to come.
There's nothing further than the city, Granny.
Where did Square come from then?
I've literally never been like anywhere.
There is, though.
Well, I'm still trying to burn it all down.
Sometimes removing yourself from a problem is simpler than burning it to the ground.
Well, they followed us from the city. Those things. And so what makes you think they won't follow us to faraway places?
I don't think it's worth their time. But maybe I'm wrong.
Polar just like
lived
side
this
eyes
long.
you super hard because like obviously I'm worth their time. I'm the most important thing in the universe.
Of course. It may be good for you to get a change of scenery, Oler.
And then yeah, very ominously, Oler looks at you with these like pitch black eyes and just says, "I'm gonna change the scenery, Granny."
Yeah,
And they,
Granny's not sure how to respond to that.
they run their fingers over this like array of feathers, and these like horrifying screeching noises emerge from the box with wires in it. And they like
yeah,
nod to
and
themselves.
Granny Gucci flinches.
Yeah, it's like about as bad as the Maelstrom Wolf sounds.
I don't like that. Whatever you've made there. I don't like it at all, Oler.
It'll be better once I finish. I like tweak some things and like
Yeah, she like frowns really hard. Yeah. I think she goes back to her car and like starts looking for Booty again.
As you like drive through this landscape, you see Bullseye. He's a little more skittish than he used to be.
Mhm.
He had an experience. But Bullseye and some of these like plant slash mecha slash zombie people, and they're carrying bones from somewhere, from the junkyard, and they're like putting them in the dirt, not like in a funereal way or in any way that makes sense. They're just going like they're planting a bone, take 2 steps, plant another bone, take like it looks like they're sowing a field with bones.
Of course they are.
As you do.
Can I assess that situation?
Yes.
Okay, let's do that because I have advanced assess the situation. That's good.
Ooh, what does that mean?
It doesn't matter because I didn't roll a 12 plus.
Okay.
She can ask anything.
Yeah, on a 12 plus, ask any 3 questions you want, not limited to the list. It's pretty cool. But on a 7 and 9, I get to ask 1 question. Oof. Yeah, what do I need to be on the lookout for?
The harvest. Nothing good is gonna come of this grim planting. Luckily, you're gonna vacate the area soon.
That was sort of my plan, yeah. I think I'm making the right choice. Just reaffirming it. Okay, good. Brilliant. I am gonna go and visit, see if I can find Booty.
Yeah, Booty, where does Granny Gucci find you?
I guess I'm like reclining next to the pool of water in Olar's domain, which is now, I don't know, it's like should change. Is it out in the open now?
Yeah, I think the like mountain of scrap and rubble has been like parted out, and there's just this like there are like kind of walls, but there's no roof really, or like really a good roof, and there's an opening. Yeah, it's like open access to it, and that's in part to allow all the people to like pull all the bones out of the dead place underneath. There are lots of like cats hanging out there on this like corrugated metal roof that's just like a lean-to kind of roof.
So that's where I am. I'm leaning down, and I'm actually just like petting one of the metal cats or whatever approximate gesture of intimacy I can give to metal toaster cats.
I mean, they're warm to the touch.
Right? Yeah.
That's comforting.
That's true.
They make that adorable little grinding noise as opposed to horrific grinding noise.
Yeah.
So yeah, Granny Gucci is gonna put, like, I figured she parked a little ways away and is like walking through and she spots Booty, and she comes up and she's like, no, she doesn't yawn. That's just me.
I was
Sorry.
gonna say
She's
No,
like,
it's
you are
not gonna go well.
Nope. That was Kelsey yawning, not Granny Gucci. Sorry. So Granny Gucci comes up and she's like, Booty, I need to apologize to you.
What for?
For telling Ola to. It's funny you have your buddy with Ola after they literally try killing you.
Aller also saved me. What did you ever do for me? You could have, literally could have.
No.
So many times.
I couldn't. I tried.
I don't know. I thought I knew you. I don't really know who you are. I don't even know who the fuck I am anymore. I mean, I don't know. I just need some time. What do you want, anyway? What do you want?
I'm going to leave this place.
That's great. I wish you the best of luck. Aller and I, we're tilling this ground. We're gonna make it a better place.
It's not going to be better. Not for me.
I don't know.
I don't think it will be good for you either. I think. Well, I don't know what it is, but it's not good.
I feel like, oh man. I kind of want to try my deep brain scan move. Can I
What are the conditions for that?
I either have to restrain them or have mutual intimacy. So if I reach my hand out and Granny Gucci accepts my hand, then I can try my deep brain scan.
I mean, that too.
Is there a reunion here? Do you guys reconcile?
No, I kind of want to find out what my character or what Granny Gucci's, why she wants forgiveness. And
So the question is, Granny Gucci, do you allow this intimacy to happen?
I think so. Because yes, I think that she does.
Okay.
I think there's the way I picture it, and feel free to tell me I'm wrong, is that Booty reaches her the back of her hand out and caresses Granny Gucci's cheek, and Gucci just holds on to it just a little bit, and it's this sad moment of this is not a reunion, but it's touching anyway. I don't know.
It's more of a farewell.
Yeah.
And I think we pan up to Bootie's face, and her eyes are really dead. Granny Gucci is having this emotion. Booty is I must analyze you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do I get to do my roll?
Yes.
I'm excited.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Wow.
Nice.
All right.
On a 10 plus,
Sweet.
you get what?
On a 7 to 9, hold 1. On a 10 plus, hold 3. Okay. While you're reading them, spend your hold to ask their player questions 1 for 1. Okay. For what does Granny Gucci crave forgiveness, and of whom?
I mean, she craves forgiveness of Booty for telling Uller to kill her. I know that sounds obvious, but it's true.
Yeah. What are Granny Gucci's secret pains?
I mean, I feel like it's not I don't know if it's fair to just like be like, no, she was being totally open when she just said that thing. But
There's always more pain under the
I
pain.
think like the real secret pain is like she tried, like she honestly tried multiple times to how can I fix Booty. Like she went and got things, she followed a path, and every single time she went to actually implement anything, she always failed. And so she feels like it was her personal failing that led to it reaching that point. Like everything is her fault.
And lastly, in what ways are Granny Gucci's mind and soul vulnerable? Yeah.
Oh damn. Oh boy. I don't know like how to put this here. Like just reaffirming and being like, yes, Granny Gucci, it is your fault, would be fairly devastating. Being like I know you tried to save me and you fucked up, you know, that makes it your fault that we went this far. And you know, you are the one that told Oler to kill me, and I'll never forgive you for that. Is like the absolute worst thing that you could say to her right now.
Awesome. So I just like look you dead in the eyes and I'm like, I know what you're thinking. And you are the one to blame. And I don't forgive you. You are the person who hurt me most and you let me down the most. And if you ever want to make it up to me, then you're going to have to do what Oler and I tell you to do. And that's the only way I will ever forgive you.
Damn.
It's cold. Damn.
I feel like you're trying to manipulate her here.
I do feel a manipulate. Yeah,
Cool.
a seduce and manipulate happening.
All right.
I love how
do it.
Oler was like, how did I get in the middle of this bullshit?
Yeah, don't be letting my name come out your mouth here.
Oh shit, I missed so terribly.
How mine is too hot?
I know, right? I don't know.
Because she's so hot. How could she have a -2 for that stat? She's
I
I
know.
don't even understand.
Miss-
My
Fine.
curlings.
And I feel like obviously that hurts, Granny Gucci. And I feel like maybe rather than like bringing you under Bootie's thumb, I feel like you're pushed away.
Yeah, like I feel like Booty like lays this all out, and like Granny Gucci just like throws her hand aside that she'd been sort of holding on to, like hoping for anything other than this answer. And so when that's what Booty says, she just throws her hand, like just throws her hand down, and is like, well then I see you won't miss me while I'm gone. And she just marches over to her car and like gets in and just slams the door.
When you turn, you see Oler's gangs. They've planted their bones and they're spaced out fairly evenly throughout these fields. They all seem to have like a jagged piece of scrap metal from the yard.
Mm-hmm.
And like without any sort of like audible cue, they all reach up at the same time and slit their throats. And they begin to bleed out into the field.
Holy fuck.
And like we see maybe Bullseye's body and like his blood draining out into the dirt. And like we focus in on like this very dark dirt until the screen goes black. And in this blackness, this darkness, we hear like someone breathing very nervously in like a very close room. And it's the Queen. And she says, Real, wake up. Real, Wake up. Dude, Ro, you're like, you have no idea where you are. It's a very small room, it's very humid, and you can hear the queen breathing, and she's like shaking you slightly. You're muted.
I just had so many good sound effects.
I know, I saw the emoting, and I was like, no.
The fuck? That's what I said.
She says it's all backfired. We have to get out of here. We have to get out of here. That thing
Did you
has
say vampires?
backfired.
Oh.
Focus. That thing.
I was like, what?
That thing has. I don't know what it's done, but the city isn't. There is no city. We have to get out of
What do
here.
you mean there's no city? No city? What are you talking about?
No, all of this is. It's nothing. There's nothing here.
I just got you the park. What are you talking? Where
There
are we?
is. Listen to me. There is no park. There is no city. There's just whatever is behind the screens, and we need to get out of here before it engulfs us.
Well, all right, let's fucking go. I'm really upset about not being able to burn this city down, though. I just want you to know that. It's upsetting to me, and I really want to burn some stuff down. But okay, let's go.
To be honest, the light would be welcome at this point. And you feel like her old hand like grab your wrist, and she's like dragging you forward into this darkness. And I think we need to do some hex and outros. And
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
yeah, because a lot of shit is meant to pop
Dang.
off.
Wow, was fucking intense.
Yay!
That was
Feelings.
so dark. So dark.
That was scary, man. I'm scared.
It's fine. It's just the apocalypse. Don't worry. So yeah, hex is a thing that we do at the end of the game. Let's start with maybe the most difficult, maybe not. Who knows you better or worse? Anybody?
I mean, I feel like Granny Gucci knows me worse because she just pieced out and I didn't go with her. Like, that's a weak argument, but she's the only person I interacted with during
Yeah.
this entire game.
Yeah.
It was a
Mhm.
totally legit argument.
So
It
is.
there it is. There it is.
Granny Gucci, better or worse?
I have to say that Booty knows me worse. After reading all of that into me and then failing so miserably to manipulate me there, I think that it was definitely Booty that knows me worse.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Oler, better or worse? Or do we need to like change your hex altogether because of your playbook?
Nope. No,
Okay.
it's fine. I'm still the same person.
Okay.
Booty knows me better. Because you know that I have magical powers. And
Me
cure dragon.
too.
True. Booty, better or worse?
Aller, without a doubt.
Knows you better?
Yay.
Oh yeah. Like, no doubt.
Lovely. Yay, we did the Apocalypse Squirrel. Let's do
Yay.
some outros. Tell everybody who you are, where you can be found when you're not here in like weird wacko land. Starting with Britt.
Hi, it's me, Britt. I'm Britt Wiseman on Twitter, and I'm Cheerhex on Twitch. You should go follow me because I have almost 1,000 followers. I try to stream Sunday mornings. I'm 5 away, guys. Right now I'm streaming Night in the Woods. I hope to finish it on Sunday around 10 a.m. So you can find me there. And I'll also be on Prophecy next Wednesday on Misscliks at 6 p.m. Pacific. And thanks for watching, and have a good weekend.
Yay.
Boom.
Nice. Andrew.
Hi, that's me. If you want to hear the music that happens at the end of the world, then you should follow me on Twitter at Commuting Crow. And by way of my Twitter, you can find all my other stuff. I do some other shows like this one, like we're playing the Sprawl tomorrow morning at 11 Pacific on Roll20 app. And I'm also designing a magical girl anime role-playing game based on Blades in the Dark. So you can check me out while I do that live on the internet via Twitch, and I'll be doing that tomorrow afternoon. So you can come check that out too.
Nice. Tara.
Hi, you can find me at Inspector Beans on Twitch and Twitter. And oh God, am I even anywhere else? I don't even know. I would like to start getting back into streaming. It'll probably be during the weekdays, and we'll be playing Goner to start with. This was like the darkest episode of Apocalypse World ever.
Pretty dark.
It's gonna get darker.
It's pretty dark.
Oh my God. And like blood is being spilled, and I have no idea what's gonna happen. It's very exciting.
Yay. Kelsa.
Hello, everybody. I'm Kelsa. You can find me on Twitter at Kelsa, and here on Twitch, it's twitch.tv/KelsaDelphi. I also got a YouTube's where I put like VODs of all the shows with the links and the playlist thingadoodle. I play in currently 4 shows a week. I'm here, obviously, on Thursdays. Wednesdays, I'm playing Burning Wheel. Mondays, I'm running Blades in the Dark. And Saturdays, I'm playing Blades in the Dark. The schedule of all of those things you can check out in the places that I listed. I always tweet when I go live. I always host when I'm on a person's show. And maybe one day I'll actually stream things on my own channel. It could happen.
And I am your MC, nominally in charge, but I don't actually control any of this. I'm Najo Tigre, aka Tris DeRay. You can find me on Twitter at Tris_CHI. The CHI, mind you, stands for Chicago. This is news to some people, as I discovered last night.
I did not know that.
This came up last night. Some people got just listen, know that.
Just it stands for Chicago. I will not be changing it now that I no longer live there. So step off.
You still live in Chicago in your heart.
In my heart of hearts, I'm Southside for life. Deal with it. When I'm not doing this, I will be doing the GM turn for this coming Saturday at noon Pacific time, wherein I will take all of the things that have happened and try to make a cohesive picture for them to wreck next session.
Good luck to you.
And when I'm not doing that, I'm doing Misscliks D&D Prophecy Wednesdays here on Misscliks.
Yeah.
As the name implies, at 6 p.m. Pacific, where maybe somebody in one of my games will finally save some shit.
Unlikely.
Maybe. One of my fictional worlds will be saved one day. But yeah, I work at Twitch, and that's fun, and I eat a lot of snacks. And that's pretty much it. Thank you guys so much for coming, and I hope it wasn't too dark for you. But if that was too dark, I don't know, you might want to keep coming back and
just inoculate yourself to
expand
yeah. Help me help you. Really. Inure you to the horribleness of the world. But yeah, that'll do it for us this fine week. And we will see you next week for more Apocalypse World and apocalypsing of the world that has already been apocalypsed. Catch you next week. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah.